Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Tarot-blee Accurate. This is your love reading for anyone Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or anyone that you're interested in. If they're Sagittarius and you're trying to spy on what's going on and what they think about you. Anyway, if you're new, welcome. I hope you come back. If you've been here before, thanks so much for watching my videos, for liking them, for sharing them with your friends, for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And you're the reason why I do these. So we will get started before I get into singles and couples. This one just jumped right out, and it's saying, Sagittarius, you have to remember that things don't always just change, boom, overnight. Okay? Things change. They change, they grow, everybody evolves, but they just don't always change overnight. And this doesn't say that you don't have the patience, but it's just like a reminder that, like, you know, that's just how it goes. So that's important for somebody. Okay, here we go. Single Sagittarians, what's up for you guys? August 19th through September 19th. A lot of stuff jumping out of here. But so far it looks good. Okay, so here's the deal. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. So that means you don't have to worry this month. Well, you know, if you're single, here's the thing about people who are single versus people who are coupled. I don't feel like it's that clear, right? Like if you're dating someone, do you consider yourself single? Or like if you're dating someone exclusively, like, but you're not married, are you single? I don't really know how it works. But anyway, if you're totally single, if nobody's on your radar, I mean, this is obvious. That's the point. You don't have to worry about getting cheated on this month. Now, this is a general reading. Maybe one of you will get cheated on, but the majority of you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about heartbreak, disappointment, sadness. This is generally a month where you probably won't feel so anxious as you may have previously. Okay, it's not a time to be worried about things. There's nothing really to worry about. So if you were tempted to be worried and suspicious about somebody you're dating, it's not worth it. What it is, where this is coming from, is just a lack of your own confidence. This is a fire sign card, and you're a fire sign, and you're upside down, right? You just might not be feeling as confident as usual. Something's going on that's making you not feel particularly your most radiant, shining self. So any feelings or fears or suspicions that you have is just coming from here, not from reality, okay? And if you want to go like blabbing about it and whining about it, you're going to have some problems for yourself with whoever you're dating. You know, it's going to create like a little bit of an issue. So that's just a warning for you. Okay, what else is up for single Sagittarians from August 19th to September 19th? Someone from the past might come back. But ultimately, they'll walk away again. So anyway, I mean, if you were hoping that person came back, they will, but ultimately it's something that one of you is going to say, you know what, like we tried to leave the past behind us for a reason and move towards something better. So if you're hoping for that, like, and you're hoping they'll stay, might not want to engage because you might end up hurt, okay? But I don't know. I mean, that's hard. Relationships with history are hard. Why is this one coming up in your love reading? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Whoa. Okay. Let's get one more because this seems very job related and I want to find out why it's coming up in relationships. Okay. This makes sense. So if you're single, Sagittarius, right? But dating might be very complicated this month for you. It might be hard to balance. Now, why these cards, which are all about work and new opportunities, are popping up is because you might be paying too much time and attention to your love life. You might be too focused on it, trying to find a partner, keep a partner, that kind of a thing, okay? Picking up chicks and stuff, that you're not getting enough of your work done and you're not creating the opportunities that are there for you. Like, you're not recognizing them, you're not going to earn them, therefore, okay? Now, because there are huge opportunities for you in work life, like maybe promotions, things like that you're not going to see because you're so focused on your love life that ultimately you're going to be really disappointed when you're passed by for those, or they come and they go and you're like, oh, fudge, I wish I would have applied to that job because that sounded perfect for me, and you missed it. So that's just a warning for some of you who are worried about your career simultaneously. You want to shift your focus more towards that instead of a partner, at least this month, just because you have the Chariot also in reverse, which is a delay in an ability to move forwards towards your dreams and your ultimate happiness. Okay, so maybe you feel like you need to meet somebody to be happy. Maybe you feel like that is part of what you want, but it's just kind of saying this month might not be the best month for that. So you might as well focus on what this month is good for, okay? So it's not forever. This is for August 19th through September 19th, but just a little bit of a advice from your spirit guides and angels, okay? It says you don't have to go changing things right now, which is interesting that comes up because it seems like every other sign is really going through some dramatic shifts in the last couple weeks and going through these huge changes, like things are like totally dying to be reborn, and there's a lot of pain and suffering that comes with those changes. So lucky you. But, part of that is that you already realized before everybody else did, before they came to this point, that you don't have to be tied to anything you don't want to be tied to. Your addiction isn't like a real thing for you as long as you decide it isn't. And you kind of feel like you don't even need anybody else, like you're good on your own. Here's the thing, though, that you want to watch out for this month also, like when you are kind of dating people. You might be focused more on, without your confidence this month, like you're kind of down and just focusing on the things that you lack or on the things that you're sad about instead of the things that are good. And I think that's going to hurt your love life a little bit. So you have to find a way to like really praise yourself. For example, if you've put on some weight or something, you have to find a way to praise yourself for like other things that you are doing well right now, instead of being like, oh, I haven't been going to the gym, I haven't been eating well, like I'm getting really chubby. You have to be like, you know what though? My teeth look really white. My personality is awesome. I remember everybody's birthday. Like focus on the really good things that make you you, and your confidence should come back. Some of you are just kind of hating being single because you feel like you're growing old waiting to meet your person. And this card's the same exact thing, minus the old part. Like you feel like you've just been waiting way too long. But like this person isn't going to come until you get your confidence back, is kind of what that's saying. So really focus on the good things about yourself. And don't be afraid to tell other people what's awesome about you either. Okay, because when other people see that, then you'll see that and you'll feel more affirmed. But it has to come from you first, is what I feel like. You have to really start loving yourself before you have love to offer to other people, is kind of the message for those of you who are single and don't want to be. Okay, now moving on to Sagittarians who are coupled. What's your deal? August 19th through September 19th. Ooh, a lot of scattered energy. So it's like you have too many options, too many choices, too many different ways you could go, and it's really confusing you and it's muddling up your brain. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean like romantic partnerships. It's more about like where do you invest your emotion, okay? This could even be something as silly as my wife's birthday is this week. What do I want to get her? And then you think of all of these different things, and then you can't make up your mind because there's too many choices, and it's just like, But it could also be like, where do I want to spend my energy? Do I want to spend it, spending quality time with my spouse or with my children? It could be that sort of thing. Or on my new business, or, whatever. That's really hitting hard for a lot of you. I mean, the chances in that coming up again are probably like 1 in 40,000, I think the math is. Something like that. Now here's the deal. There might be some challenges that you guys are facing, and there's going to be more, unfortunately. Specifically this month, it's like it's like something that's been going on for a while, like some sort of an issue, but it's almost done. The worst is not yet behind you, but you're almost there. And you need to have the confidence that this is for a purpose. And when you're done, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself, like once you get through this, okay? And I don't know that that's a relationship issue, but it does affect your relationship a little bit. I feel like it's more individual. And the reason why it's affecting your relationship is because it affects your behavior at home. You're a little less snuggly, maybe a little less cuddly, maybe a little bit quicker to become impatient. You lose your patience a little bit quicker, that sort of a thing. You're just generally not as happy. So what you should do as a couple is go out and do something fun. You know, this would be a good time to surprise your partner. Even if your partner says they hate surprises, surprise them with something they will love. You know, like when I was married, my husband used to put cookies in my car in the morning. So then when I would go to work, like I was so happy because I had a cookie to eat on the way. Like little things like that, you know. But I feel like a lot of this is more about doing something fun together, just because there's something going on, some sort of struggle that kind of depletes your confidence, and then you're going to feel more built up and appreciated just by doing something like that with them. Because when you bring the fun back, you know, everything is lighter, the mood is lighter, everybody's happier. But it says, you know what, don't worry. Things are going to work out fairly with whatever this issue is. However, they're going to work out untraditionally. They're going to work out in a way that you wouldn't expect them to, but it is going to be fair. So I would say it's very important for you to keep an open mind. Okay, so if you can do things if you can take steps to communicate very clearly and very much logically, like in a way that makes sense to other people, things will change for the better, and they will change very fast, like boom, overnight. But remember, we started the whole reading for everybody with they don't change overnight, okay? So this is why this is an if then, okay? This card is saying if you can figure out a way. Because it might not be like a verbal communication that you have one time. It's almost like a demonstration. Like you have to show someone, okay, look, here is how this makes sense. It might be like verbally, but showing them on paper or something. But, you know, it's taking an action to explain, to clarify, to show somebody something, to show them why you're right, okay? What else do we need to know for coupled Sagittarians? Yeah, that's how things are going to change. They're going to change quickly. They're going to be wonderful. Things will not be like they were in the past. So whatever that kind of situation is that you're going through. Oh, and another card about things being fair, balance and receiving, everything being equal and even. And so your relationship is and then, you know, having to wait for that. But I feel like your relationship is actually going to kind of blossom this month. It's going to be kind of slow, but I think that there's going to be really good communication between you and your partner. And you're going to be happy that you had those. Like if you're really able to show each other your point of view and how you feel and what you think, like demonstrate that to them, then you both get a lot more of what you need. And then you're both going to be a lot happier. But it all starts kind of with, you know, lightening the mood with a fun adventure. You know, even if that's something like, like asking them to race you to the mailbox. It could be anything fun and silly and spontaneous that it doesn't even have to cost anything. It doesn't have to be like a big vacation, just to lighten the mood, okay? It could be a tickle fight. It could be anything. Although as an adult, I don't like to be tickled. Maybe you don't either. But it's just saying, you're going to be much happier if you can see things from a different perspective. So maybe if you take the time to demonstrate what you're thinking, how you're feeling to them, you'll be more open to hear what they're saying, because they will be more open to communicating with more patience and also really taking the steps to show you as well. And that might help you open up your eyes to different perspectives, because like I said, things are going to end up fair. They're going to be great. You're going to have like a better, more balanced relationship by the time we get to September 19th, but only if you're able to really see things from that different perspective, okay? So good luck. If you need any help with figuring out how to get through this month, my contact information is below, and see you soon.